How's it going, everyone? My name is Derek Afasi. I'm the owner of Afasi Financial Group. Today's topic, I want to discuss with you an increasing annuity versus an inflation-adjusted annuity and kind of which route I typically recommend for an individual. To try to help alleviate some of these, and I always deem this quote, smoke and mirrors. The smoke and mirrors effect that the insurance company is going to try to always offer you or try to make this, perception is reality type concept to the average individual. So I want you to try to, weed through, all the smoke and mirrors and really see whether or not a specific annuity contract is correct for your specific situation or whether or not it's just fluff. So one of the things is you have these different types of annuities out there, many different types of annuities. The ones that I really like to leverage, especially in today's times, are the hybrid annuities. So you can check out different videos on that. But regarding this specific topic, I want to discuss the inflation-adjusted annuity and whether or not it's going to be favorable for your specific situation. What do I mean by that? Well, in a lot of scenarios, someone goes into an annuity contract because they understand that an insurance company, they give X amount of thousands of dollars to an insurance company. So let's say, an individual is giving $100,000 to an insurance company. Well, the insurance company, kind of think of that little box as an insurance company, the insurance company is going to give a specific income contract back to that individual. Now, there's different variations. There's different, bells and whistles that you could place onto these annuity contracts so that it gives this individual more control. It makes it very favorable for him to first purchase that annuity contract. One of the bells and whistles are inflation adjusted aspects to these types of annuity contracts. What I mean by that is you might have two companies, right? You might have company A and company B. Company A might offer that individual, let's say they give them $100,000 and they have a 2-year deferral, meaning that they're not going to take their income for 2 years. Company A might offer that individual $20,000 a year for income every single year until the day that they pass away. Company B might offer them $10,000 a year in income, but they're going to tack on an inflation protection on there, meaning that every year they're going to increase by, let's say, 3% of whatever that inflation adjusted guarantee is placed onto that specific contract. So we understand with this, 3% of 10,000 would be $10,300 after the first year. Then it's going to be 3% of that, 3% of that, 3% of that, 3% of that. So in time, you're going to have the power of compound interest that's going to be working in that favor. Now, an individual with that specific scenario would have been much better off going with company A that did not offer the inflation-adjusted annuity, the inflation rider onto that, because they were able to net up to $10,000 that first year, and then obviously they're netting a little bit less each year, but it's going to take such a long time horizon before company B or contract B will ever tick up to that company A. And this is a very realistic scenario. What happens is you have advisors out there that they might be, acting more favorable towards one company over the next. At the end of the day, it's all about the individual. It's all about how can we leverage the most money from an insurance company and those specific contracts in your specific area to produce the most optimal result. Sometimes an inflation adjusted annuity, if you had something where you had company A was giving you $20,000 of income, and then you had company B that was going to pay you $19,000 but had a 3% inflation on there, then obviously company B makes sense, because just in 1 year company B is going to exceed company A with no inflation protection. So it's just very simplistic terms in there, but the whole concept is don't just jump into an annuity because someone's telling you, oh, it's inflation protected, it's inflation adjusted, because most likely there's going to be a cost associated there. Majority of the annuities that I deal with on a personal basis with clientele rarely ever have any sort of inflation adjustment in there. One of the things that we do is we set up certain platforms that will increase, so kind of more of this concept, an increasing annuity rather than an actual inflation adjusted annuity, that you could go and, let's say if you had $100,000 and your main income goal was, I don't know, let's say it was $10,000 or let's say $7,000 for income that you wanted to get out of $100,000. there's certain ways that you could actually do laddering strategies with specific dollar amounts and break them up into different types of annuity contracts where, let's say you take $30,000, you put it in an annuity A, you have $30,000 is sitting in annuity B, and then you have $40,000 that's sitting in annuity C. Let's say for exactly the first 3 years or the first 5 years, you go take the $30,000, execute that instantly. It'll pay you $7,000 per year for the first 3 years. After that, you have your annuity contract is completely gone. You have that other company B that now has a 5x5, which is another deferral, or a 5x10, however you set it up specifically. You have the other $30,000 that is deferring growth, deferring growth, deferring growth, so that right after year 5, and this annuity A is completely gone and liquidated, annuity B steps up in income. Maybe it'll step up to $9,000 of contractually guaranteed income through the insurance company. So now you have $9,000 payout for exactly 5 years. And as that was happening, annuity C with $40,000 kept deferring growth, deferring growth, deferring growth. And then maybe after those 5 years are met, now you're going to step up to $12,000 of income that you're going to execute, and this income is going to be for lifetime income. So in the meantime, you're able to execute, hit your goal of $7,000, but you're not taking $100,000, placing it all into one contract. You're leveraging it the correct way. And you're saying, okay, $30,000 in one, $30,000 in the second, and then $30,000 in the last one. And you're really leveraging the annuity guarantees that insurance companies offer to individuals. So those are just different ways on how you could actually increase an income, but you're being a lot more efficient rather than the quote-unquote smoke and mirrors that a regular inflation-adjusted annuity will provide. Now, sometimes the inflation-adjusted annuities are good. They're the correct fit, and you could just basically take the full $100,000 or $1 million or whatever that is and place it into it, and you would hit your goal. But what I've seen more often than not is that the inflation adjusted annuities are more of just smoke and mirrors, and you could find a lot better contract by just leveraging the amount of dollars that you're going to set aside for retirement, and you set that up in a type of laddering strategy where you keep ticking up with income, and you're still maintaining control at all aspects. And now you're spreading risk amongst 3 companies rather than just one risk amongst one company. So, it's just some different ways to skin that cat. One of the things that we deal with is we try to help you out with any of your types of retirement income strategies. We like to leverage annuities if it is the correct situation, if your goals do permit it. If not, if you're already doing good things and you just want to kind of have a second opinion on your retirement planning, just obviously give us a call. We have 24/7 customer service. You might be dealing with myself, you might be dealing with one of my representatives, but please call the 1-800 number, 1-800-566-1002. We are A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau. We've never had any complaints. We've had all good reviews. Reason being is because of our educational process. My whole concept behind the Fosse Financial Group was to try to give you as much free information as possible and help the individual make the most educated decision possible so that you're confident and you truly believe in the different types of strategies. And it's none of these, oh, trust me type routines. You want to be confident in what you're doing. You only have one shot at retirement. You have to make sure that you get it right. And that's one of the things. This is one of the reasons why we do implement the 24/7 customer service. Please just give us a call. Once again, my name is Derek Fosse. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and so you can have the most updated videos. Thanks a lot, guys.